Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm Nick. Welcome to another art stream. Uh, I've got more Aloof to re-ink as new. I am. That's the light lighting me. That's not as good. All right, I'll have to fix that later. Um. Oh, okay, and the captions are working. Neat. Uh, I kind of forgot I had those set up for here. Anyway, I have new technology tonight, which is music. And you should be hearing that, and I can hear that, but it should be preemptively muted from the VOD and the local recording if everything goes well. Um, which is good and important because I actually don't feel too much like talking tonight, so now we have something to enjoy together. Is that the thing? Anyway, if I hit this button, yeah. Also, I got the what do you call it? Both cameras should continue without locking up. I put them on separate uh, buses. I guess you would say buses. Although this I do have to fix real quick. There's an unlock. You're an unlock. You do that, and then you hit that, right? That was weird. Now what I do wrong here? I do that. Yes, there we go. And I can crunch this over. There we go. Now that's the way I'm moving as well. Okay, good. Uh, so let's go. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do this. Or I'll get to doing it. You hang out. All yours is jobs is over here is to just keep me company. I didn't even write. Well, there's 1, 2. That means this is. Means that's 3. That's 4. This is Feb. Yeah. I forget what the names are. It's like late and arrival or something. I'll look that up later. With any luck, I can get this done and maybe even get into the lettering and coloring this week, which I didn't get to last time I did one of these streams. I'm gonna put you aside for now. And as last time I left, I added some new panels over here. I did not fill them in digitally, so I'm going to have to do a little scribble here if I can remember what I was going to put in them. This one is kind of just going to be the. I don't want that pencil. I want this pencil. This one's just going to be kind of the reverse of this because this is the introduction of Zach, which is why he's big over here. And this is going to be sort of Elcom walking up and sort of like an over the shoulder of Zach because we don't know who he is yet, so he's obscured, I guess. What does that look like? That's a shoulder. It's a hoodie. So it goes like this. Like a soft hoodie, so we'll make that a little softer. I had to like shorten the necks on everyone. Hi, Rue. Welcome to the art and pirate radio stream, I guess. Let's see here. This neck would be kind of over here, which means side of the face would be kind of over here. I like the bit of the hair coming down there. For how he goes, he has that. He's got an ear over here. We always be listening to piss. I have the new technology, which is now playing and also a tiny visualizer. Listen, if I talk my normal amount, I would just be saying a lot of piss also. So, what? I'd be talking a real piss today. What? See, I feel like I don't need to worry about adding elaborate backgrounds here because I did not in these initial ones. So, horizon line, call it done. Uh, I think I had it set up for the last art stream. I don't have it set up for the other streams yet. I thought I had the one set up where captions that go through the Twitch player but aren't baked into the video. I don't know. I like to test new tech on this one because the actual during is there's not as much going on the computer during these streams. And I fixed the cameras so we can have both cameras now. I forgot that the captions would turn on when I place the now playing, so you know. Billy Joel is not afraid. Just a simple little walking guy back over here. He's got the bag here. He just sort of is approaching. Now, theoretically, I could even... Oh, that starts to get crunchy, but... Now this one. So this one is just a portal opening. And originally, I thought this was kind of fun. Originally, this was my first big the digital and traditional whatever. Um, it was the portal effect was purely digitally created, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do like a leave it that way, and I'll do it later, or do something here that then I can overlay or change or something. I don't know. Well, I can just clear it out if I change my mind later. And then I had flipped this one so that way the line of action matches with this one up here. Um, maybe I can put like a little connected to that. Energy comes out of it. Can I color correct that? See, I don't want to do the art thing. I just want to mess with the computer. I need to be doing this for somebody else's stream, you know? Uh, kind of like that. Yeah, I'll do something like that. Yeah, now you see what I'm going for. And I will also mention that. What am I going to mention? I'm just going to put on playlists of mine that I've already done. So, I don't know. Here's my custom Neil C playlist we're starting with. How do I draw this dude? It's been a while. Nice thing about him is with his hair, it's always solid black anyway, so I don't have to worry about sketching just the silhouette of it in this stage. This is going to end up being a really weird page because the very like grumpy, indignant I'm feeling today means I'm gonna do it. We're gonna end up with a finished page, but it is going to be the most uh done is better than good page. I've definitely done pages like that in the past. It just feels weird because it's been a while since I've really like made myself work on a page like this when I wasn't feeling up to it, you know? Just a little reminder that gets filled. Same here. That I do in the inking stage as well. I just want to do the Right. So this panel is a full version of this panel. So I need to ignore that that's there and just draw in the rest of the boy. Step 2, draw the rest of the boy. Should be kind of like that. Actually, where's his shirt going to end up? His shirt's going to end up kind of here. His arm will be kind of here. That arm actually looks like it'll... You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So now when we look at this... Do I want to make this fancier looking? No. We are keeping the essence of the original pages. That's the point here. I don't want to... I'm not really here to gild anything, just remaster, you know? I'm not turning it out of the camera. Okay. I move things around a lot when I'm down here. Like I'm trying to be like, hey, stay on the here. Where is it? If I actually pull this out, right? Because I got this board that I'm working on, but it's a very big board, right? I just sort of bring it in. Yeah, it's very big. I'm definitely working higher, like over here. So I go right there. That's good enough. Okay. I need to stop messing with it. Just work. Aye. I just did it. It's down there. Sorry, fine. Back here. Yeah, so this is actually kind of his back that we're looking at here, right? So in this, God, I really wish it would turn more. You know, maybe I can do that in post. Listen to me, I sound like Lucas now. Yeah, see, because like if we're actually over here, right? And that's going to be this, and leg is going to be kind of down there, and other arm is going to be over here, like still in the pocket. Now that one's coming up back. Okay. I wish sleeping made me feel good. I ain't afraid of no bed is one of my favorite lines. Just in general, I think. Creepy ghost bed. All right, let's just. I have no idea if I'll keep this. I just want to put something on the page. Who is calling me? No. School wants money. I shall not. They got enough of it. And I told them that too. Yeah, that's energy. You know what? For the sake of simplicity, I am going to do a horizon line in thick. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. I got to do this hole here. Shouldn't be hard. Let me just go kind of here. And then the rest is kind of built in, but then we'll do a little bit of a horizon line over there. That'll do for now. When angels deserve to die. Okay, this one. Gonna be kind of like that, weirdly enough. I wish I could mirror. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's the old style ponytail too, before it was like the one long wisp. Oh, this. I have this very not right now. Alright, I'll fix it later, I guess. Because the elbows are sticking out back, but the chest is kind of forward, but that doesn't even make sense. But I'm not. I'm trying not to worry about it, you know? Okay. All right, let's start with this hair. I've never. He has this like buckle on his hat. I've never remembered which side it actually should stay on, right? Like it's like the you could think I often try to fall back to like the left-handed, right-handed men and women's clothing because it's you assume right-handed and then it's a question of whether you dress yourself or somebody else that dresses you. Um I don't even know which like the tug would be on the right hand, so it would be over here on his right-hand side. Or you do the buckle with the right hand, so you pull with the left, so it would be on the left-hand side. Or it's ever notice anime characters with ambidextrous hair where they have like something like if they're looking this way, it hangs off this way. If you're looking this way, it hangs off that way. Just do the same thing, just like it has buckles on either side, depending on which way he's facing, you know? Eh, don't worry too hard. Block out. Make his hat say maximum, you know what I'm saying? Right, and then I do like this, and like that, and then here, and then that'll, but we go this way to have little hat cap hang. He has a backpack here. I should probably give him a backpack here then. Uh, just to remind myself, give him a backpack. Let's put backpack straps there. Which then I already got wrong here in my new because that'll put a bit of well, I mean wrong, but I can fix it, right? Just put a bit of backpack over here. And backpack has an extra handle up here. I mean, yeah, it's fine. And it goes over the hood. Hmm. And now, because he doesn't have a hair helmet, I actually need to draw his profile in big pen. Which, you look at this and it'll be sort of like over here, come in here, eyes will go there. And I have learned that I really like the, so you go like this, and you go, ah. And you see how that gap forms? I don't care for that. So I do the style where, like, you go right here, and then even when you open the mouth, ah, no divot forms. And now that I've explained it, see when you notice it in animes. Animes. I do it because I'm lazy. No, it is a style thing, honestly. Okay, this is a pointing hand. Left-handed means it is these in there. Even just looking at it here, it's already better than it was. That's the whole point. I need to... So hard to fight perfectionism. Especially I got that annoying perfectionism that is absolutely, like, born of anxiety. It's like, no, it needs to be right, otherwise everything could go horribly wrong. If I was just fighting the anxiety, if I was just fighting the perfectionism, it'd be easier.
Would you like me to take your dishes up?
Yes, please. This is the most recent mug. Here's yesterday's mug. This plate's only from breakfast. Thank you. Don't worry, fam. I still have 4 empty cans over here as well. I was drafting the Patreon post for this month earlier and definitely started it out with, like, an apology for not doing much because of a depressive slump. Yes. Okay, but now, do I want to thin line this? Or do I want to thick line this one? No, I want to do one at a time. I'll set you back aside. Especially while all of the, like, changes I'm making are still fresh on my mind here. Where's my thin pen? Thin pen. I mean, listen, I have the fancy ones. I have ballpoints. I have selections. Where's my filler? Where's the fat boy? Nope. There you go. Now when I'm filling in the dark sections, we have the fat boy. Thank you. Or the fat boy. I felt how hot it was. I made a decision. It may have been a bad one, but it was considered. We soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt. I hope the delay on that isn't going to give everybody a headache if I sing along, because I will do it subconsciously. subconstantly. No, because I'm gonna be doing more filled in sections as I finish this, so save the fat boys for later. Wadala Mason. Want to use you? No. Do I want to use you? No. Yeah, I'll use you. The Boom anime babes. Right here. Yes, okay. Now what you need to do is some of the like little silhouette nudges that I established here, we got to follow those. Hey, is there still a point on that? Hello. Barely. Ooh. Come on. Ink it up. Ink it up for us. Let's go. Get wet. When my friend Ben comes to the door and my partner asks me who's at the door. See, now the brim attaches kind of like that. Sure. Do I need to just... I have a billion more of these. I can just throw it over my shoulder and get a new one. Like, how would it go, right? Because, like, okay, you put the hoodie on first. Hood is there first. Then you put the backpack on. So the bag of the backpack is going to go over the hood and sort of pin it down. But once I had that on, if it was me, I would grab the lapel and sort of like tug it out, at which point the like fold over from the hood would be on top of um the straps of the backpack, right? Well, that's what I'm going with. Slurp. I gotta make sure the coffee onomatopoeia is on the captions, I guess. Oh, do I want to think that hard? Because no, I don't have to worry because the adjustment for backpack straps are on the bottom, not right here. All right, good. I do not want to think that hard about it. There's like that little, it has like one seam right down the middle of the strap for whatever reason. And the other thing about him is that I used to not draw any other hair except for the big poof, but then I decided, nah, this dude needs thick sideburns. And I think he's a better character for it. But that also means there's a little bit of hair that sticks out down here. I like thick effect lines. He coming. Then something happened. I did not eat before starting the stream. This will have an effect at some point. Yeah, that's not how you put your hands in your pockets. It's fine. That just goes straight. That one goes that way. Really would go that way. Cover the shoes. I don't need the shoes to be high detail. I like a little bit of. Let me see something. I say this one. Okay. Tighten it up as much as possible and. Ugh. Whoa! Wrong button. Right? Right. Hey, that's me. All right. This is a right side because I rotated it. Is that better or is that like identical to what it was? It's just I'm using a digital zoom now. I mean, they're both digital zoom is the secret. But this one is on like the camera driver level. That might be a little better. All right. I'm glad I did it then. I've actually always thought this panel came out pretty well for my artistic prowess at the time. That's what was missing. The bottom of the shirt. Okay. I'll just turn this little doodle into a stream emote. Just me walking into your stream. I could. It's kind of a tangent line, but I'll live with it. And his chin has always been one of the pointier chins amongst the group. Because that was one of the only ways I could think of to differentiate character designs back when I designed these characters. Pointy, I think Pointy is a little more sporty, whereas Square is a little more stout. And then a very like shallowy Pointy is cute, a little more rounded. Well, too rounded, and then you get into fat or baby. Baby fat's a thing. Fine. things we be saying on this stream. Baby fat's a thing. Don't let anybody be telling you it's not. Baby fat is absolutely a thing. Okay, this is kind of a problem. They don't change. When did they change? I do have like a. All right, let's not put that on screen, but if I do this, yeah, smooth. Go here, right? Let's go all the way back. We are currently looking at this one. If you want to know how it looked originally. Okay, it was called Late. Okay, so I do remember things, whatever. I didn't even do like bubbles around the words back then. Yeah, I just did it in pencil and scan. I mean, I have. Oh, did I send it across the room already? I sent it across the room, didn't I? Hang on, this is worth looking at. Ugh. In amongst some of my binder organization the last couple of weeks, this is one of the binders I keep, where this is just all I could find of the actual original, like, so here, I've, boy, that's so much glare. Hang on here. I'll go here. Let's look at page 1, right? This is page 1. 2 frames, big thing, digital. I think this is still a bitmap file anyway, right? That's the whole thing. Again, pencil texture. That came from this page. I didn't even ink it. Just as soon as I was done with the pencils, I was like, there. I didn't think I would get this far, and I scanned it and I added the text. And then for further comparison, this is the one that I did last time, which used those pencil sketches as the original sketch, and then I've done the re-ink work to those. The same thing with the next page. All my buttons still work? Oh, all my buttons still work. I've had to fix this page a couple of times because it's all... I built the page from scratch in PHP, which means I also have to do the maintenance. Love being an admin. But like, again, pencil sketches, digital text. I like snaz. I don't, that still makes me laugh. Back to here. Like, copy paste the one clock. I think I squished these together in the final version. And then here's the revised, where I did still copy paste it in the final, but I left the spot for it here because I did it as a... I had the page laid out. And then, the ones that we're working with, here are the original pages. If I took this out of the plastic, these would smudge because it's the same pencil from 2002 or whatever. Is there any reason to rescan these in a higher resolution? No, there is not. Or is there? No, there is not. But yeah, like, we're going to do it again. You look at... We're just kind of upgrading. But yes, this it took me a long time before I started like drawing a comic in pencil, because a lot of these I was still thinking of comics like, when you grow up with Garfield and Peanuts and Calvin and Hobbes, like comics can be the like 3-panel strip format, newspaper comics, strip format. So it's just like a lot of my jokes I formatted to be copy paste panel kind of stuff. And then we start getting into these like, oh, okay, there's like action, there's scenes, there's this one, that specific panel down here. I was so proud of that because it was so ambitious. Um, and then still, there we go. That one, that panel's in a frame, so there's something. Uh, Mostly the page is trying to figure out how to draw the rabbit cartoon like. Uh, Here again, this one is kind of laid out in the here. What is this one? Episode 13. Oh, I have been this organized. Let's see here. We said 13. 13. There you go. Here, let's pull it out a little. Well, actually, I didn't even really put on this one either. I've always been kind of lazy about this, because that is just kind of here. I don't think I even like moved these around. I just sort of like painted some color for a background so that way they would stand apart. Uh, gosh. Here you go. Here's the first one, and you can tell this one is totally different. I did inking. I have the frame borders in pencil. I've got, handwritten. Did that stay in the final? Hang on. Did I replace that? Nope. I replace it with a different hard to read font. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I would do. Um Yeah, and then it gets weird because they're at the arcade next, and like, God, I'm gonna have to end up. This is still in the realm of redraws. This is like 15 out of, I'm saying like 32. I need to redraw. But when I do this, a thing that has been consistent, even in like some of the way more modern panels, is that stuff that is occurring like inside a video game, I generally use screenshots for. So I'm going to have to get some sort of Gundam fight screenshots to put in there. Um, Even though you gotta admit, I think I drew a pretty okay Death Scythe in these panels. But yeah, the one after this is where I kind of started it, because now this is happening inside the game. God, look, you can see the notebook ruling the blue lines on these two. Oh God. Um, but since this was primarily made, in Photoshop, because it's in game, so it's a sprite comic. For now, in here, I've just printed these out. I probably have somewhere the notebook pages with these two portraits on them. I'm gonna have to find that now. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, because it's not. I didn't add it somewhere over here. I didn't just pull faces from back here. Again, none. More spray comic. More spray. This one is half spray comic. This bottom one was drawn. So where is it? Wait, where is that panel? All right, I got to find that panel too. I know I have it. I have it somewhere. Yeah, more of these. There we go. There's frame borders. And then again, not. And then, oh yeah, okay. So I start working on graph paper, which it looks like I am using the grid to lay out panels. Um, Here, this one is weird because these are the only two standard. These are flashback, so I digitally painted them, so I didn't do any inking. Here we go. Now we're getting back to it. This is funny because this is a copy paste panel of this one, but just with the car added over top of it. Um, here we go. I don't know where I got that piece of paper, but that was used for a comic. This is why I needed to go back and redo all of this for consistency, because, oh my god, look at everything here. This is when I was using a brush pen, so the lines are ridiculous. Here we go. This is like the most modern-ish feeling one, which this is one of the last ones. Yeah, this is 34, so this is very much getting up to where... Wait. Because what went in the middle here, I think I wrote on a separate page. Yeah, there it is. And then that was the middle frame of that. I just did a big... And then this is pencil, but these are inked, so it's just like... Here, and this is like 35. This is about where... looking at it, like, I'm getting into... You know... I'm not using the brush pen anymore. I'm getting decent with my like perspective and maybe not character. He looks like a rooster there. Maybe not character consistency, but like drawing bits. I'm still doing a lot of like multi-part assembly. Yeah, because this becomes the background for this panel, but also this panel copy and paste 3 times for a joke. So I'm gonna have to shorten that. I don't know. Here we go. And this is definitely the one where I'm like, okay, this is where it starts to become the current comic, on these 2 pages. This is 37. I labeled it 30, and then I had to correct my old self. Like, no, this is 37. There's just a bunch. There you go. And that one's 06. This is... Jeez Louise. But like, again, I think you can even kind of see, like, I have the mix of like thick and thin lines. Here you can see it, like, especially here for the background, the back lines are thin, the foreground is thick. So this is where like my line art, so like I can go from here and just turn pretty far in. Okay, yeah, that's looking pretty consistent. Let's turn farther in. Yeah, that's looking... This one definitely, like, my detailing has gotten better, but if you look at the actual line work, like the line work feels consistent enough. Now it is a matter of like detail which is evolving, not like the physical skill of putting ink on paper using a pen in your hand. That is what has stayed consistent over here. And even this is... Where is this? This is 65, so this is still just over halfway in. We go even further. Here we go. This is a very modern one. Another copy paste is just like, okay, here's what changes from this panel. Yeah, and then this is extremely modern. But like, yeah, again, you look from this and you look from that, and it's like, okay, there's definitely a change, but this to this is nowhere near as stark as, I don't know, I'm gonna go back 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Yeah, this to that is much starker in my choice of how I'm placing my lines and all of that, you know? You want to know the really messed up bit. So let's look at... Here, let's look at like this one, right? Because this one's not that bad. It's... I don't know what is going on with that hand. It really looks like a paw down over here. I almost thought, should I bother pointing at the page? I don't know if I'm capturing my cursor. Oh, right, and these are editor's notes. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's doing, not... No, sorry, and that's doing, not doing. So I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, good. And I'm glad I left a clarification for myself. But yeah, so this is... I later on marked that this is 29. So... I'm glad this whole thing works. 29. So again, even when you look at it here, like ultimately, I think it came out okay. But here I was like, okay, what am I doing with coloring, right? So for this one, I guess I decided that we're doing like foreground elements, so color or characters and what they're interacting with is all color, and then just sort of ignore the background, which I did kind of go hard on the background with this one. Huh? Wait, where are they? That they're in front of a boarded up. Where? Why is Rob so small in the background? Anyway, so like there's a part of me wondering with these, like, okay, do I need to redraw these? Or can I just go back to, because of course I still have the PDFs here because I've understood backing up since I was a toddler, I guess. Like do I fully need to re-ink a page like this, or like, because I could go back to the original PDF and strip all of the color and do the one layer shade, which is like what I decided eventually was the standard. Because again, you look at a page like this and it's just like, all right, that's not bad. And we do our flip all the way forward. The only, like, the style, the line work itself is fairly comparable. It's a lot of my like standardization of characters. So like, let's find a page with Zach on it. He doesn't appear for a while. There's a whole I'll Call Alone at Home section. What happened to that's got yellowed? Like, where is he? There he is. So we look at him here, and we look at him here, and like the way the scoop is, yeah, this is pretty modern. Oh, he doesn't have pronounced sideburns here. Oh, but like I was saying, this is the thing that I actually needed to grab this for. Here, it is a drawstring hoodie. Trying very hard to draw him flat on the floor there. Here's a drawstring hoodie. I think this is supposed to be the same day, right? Because the page I'm working on today, this is them going to school. And I think this is what happens to them that day after school. I believe it's the same day. Which means in the page here, it's open. Here, it's a drawstring. So this is the point where I need to decide. Because we look at it and there is a point here. Episode 60, I called it Repose. He comes home and straight up takes it off. There's an outfit change here. Vasquez. Yeah, his name's Zach Vasquez. He's a ZV. I don't know. Oh, he's very Zevious. Wait, is that a joke or did it just... Am I thinking of Gradius? Zevious is a thing, right? But so, yeah. If this is the first time he gets an outfit change, because before this, here's the antics on the way home from the castle. Yeah, here, when they're still on the outskirts of the city, it's still drawstring. It's drawstring here. This is when they are leaving the castle. Say goodbye to Ninja Rob, everybody. I want to know for whom this is going to be like the first read of the comic. Okay, it's drawstring over here. And this is going back a ways. Now we're in 48. It's drawstring here. This is, again, it was a boss fight. It was not necessarily in-game, but it was video game stuff in reality because I was taking inspiration from a different webcomic I liked at the time, and I think it's lost to history. Let's see here. Ooh, wah! Drawstring there. Drawstring here. And this is definitely, like I said, I think this is definitely in the zone, like one of the earliest in the zone of, I'm not redrawing these, I'm just sort of reformatting them. So I think I need to make him in a drawstring here. Yeah, he's drawstring. They are separate at this point. Drawstring here. They arrive. It's drawstring here while they're in the car. It's drawstring here when they're leaving. It is drawstring here when they get back to Elcom's place after school. Okay, but Later that afternoon, it's a zip up. And then later that after, wait, it's okay. It's a zip up here. It's a zip up here. Then it's a drawstring again. Okay, but here when they're looking for LCOM after school, it's drawstring. Here's zip up. Oh, here's very bad zip up. I'm almost surprised I have not seen one page where it is zip up and drawstring on the same page. Here, the last time we see him before there is when they are at school right there. That's a zip up. We're going with drawstring. That's the simple of it is we're going at drawstring. Oh, how far is it to the moon? F you, man. That's too far. Okay, there. I've answered my question. I am retconning. He has been wearing a drawstring hoodie for the entire first arc. I also need to remember that here. Let me pencil note here. If I do those, that tells me, because that'll be over here too. Yeah, okay. How much caffeine was this coffee?
Quarter.
Quarter?
Yeah.
How much sugar did you put in for me?
Amount.
A mound. Yeah, okay, it estimates a little. Thank you. Okay, back to what we were doing. Okay, so this is going to be drawstring hoodie. So let me just go ahead and redraw this so that I remember. That'll go down like that. This is, we got hands here. That'll go there. I can figure it out from there. I used Fat Boy already. We're on this. That one feels like it's dying. Here's a backup. I'll give it a little more chance. Right, because we're here. That's why I was looking it up. Okay. Actually, if it's drawstring, that also helps us put the backpack on. Or does it? No, because that means I can't hide the straps under the flap anymore. It's fine. Again, I just kind of need to be chill about this because it's going to be better than it was. Just sort of de facto? just because, I can't. I've been doing this so long that my muscle memory's built up that I kind of can't do it this badly anymore. So simply by doing it now, even following it, I can't. It's going to be an improvement by accident, Okay, so that, and now this is going to be like this. Now the straps are going to come. You know what? I'm doing it anyway. Straps can go under the fold over of the hoodie because I don't want to deal with it. Simple as that. I maybe should have shrunk that. Like I said, I had to shorten the neck, but maybe I should have shrunk the head a little bit too. It's fine. The little sew line right down the middle of the straps really helps sell that they are backpack straps, which is good. I was wondering how I was going to sell that. Do I try to do eyes right now, or do I try to do all the faces last just so they're consistent? I'll try to do all the faces last. Okay. Okay. That means that now, like, that's going to be flange? His hair is broken into flanges? Sure. 3, and we'll do 4 back here, which goes up there, which goes here. The way that goes, it means this goes kind of there. Wait, so did that as part of his face? What was it supposed to be? That doesn't help. So his face is over here, so his face should be kind of here, and then maybe neck comes like there. Even that's a very wide neck. Be neck like there. And I will be getting the whiteout in just a second from now. And the thing is, when I do panels like this, I do generally tend to, like, this will break into black, but it'll be once it's under here. I like an extra stripe too. Let's go in there. Yeah, so like, he does have that. And then this would sort of go like that. His hair goes like that. That'll be good enough. Let me fix a bit of that. Whiteout is such an important tool. Get this flowing too. There we go. Get rid of this line. And this line. Did that a little wrong. I kind of want to shape that line out. That's good enough. I'll probably still... No, it's not good enough for me. Like, if I really need to, I'll add that line digitally when it's, you know, filtered out to just the ink lines. Is there something else I wanted to white out there? No, we'll just let that... I'll just let that be. I'll stop messing with it. I'm gonna stop using you. For now. If this one's better, then I know something's wrong with that one. His glasses aren't even the right kind of square yet. Okay, so I need to not put my hand into whiteout. If I was using the different spotlight that was still halogen, it would light up really bright and really hot, and I could just hold the page next to it to dry out the whiteout. All right, see if I can do this upside down. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this pen is working better. And this needs to hang much more naturally. I think we're done with Neil C. Let me change this up. Oh. We should do any requests for vibes. I'm sure I don't have songs anybody would want. But we could go hard, we could go fast, we could go sad. We could go ambient. We could go singing. Go stars. Yeah, let's see what happens. Which one of these is the bigger one? 8 kilobytes, 28 kilobytes. Uh, Honestly, in this kind of pose, the arm is behind the torso, so we want like that. And I'm gonna say basically same over here, same there. There you go. Call it a panel. No, I need to fix the face. Once the lights went black, look what's become of me. I've grown to. Now this one, honestly, this arm reaching into the bag, the folding of the bag is weak, but like the posing is not bad. So I feel pretty good treating this one, pretty much leaving it alone and tracing it as is. Corner and he's looking for love. So now the way this would go is this would fold up, and then this comes over here. There's the fold, and there's another fold out there. Arm comes down. Have a little bit of a what do you call that, elbow cap? You know?
Not a cap.
You're not a cap.
It's not like the knee. It doesn't have its own.
Is that why it hurts more? Oh, okay. Biology lessons with producer Joe. Okay. Uh, yeah, actually, the the band goes that way. That goes there. This comes down here. Gotta stop sneaking off on me. And this will kind of sit out here. Oh. I don't even know this one. That would leave this here. I put pencil on that. So before I white it out, I need to erase the pencil, and I can't do that until the ink dries. So we'll come back to that. All right, I'm still good on the screen. As long as I'm not blocking the page with my head, that's my biggest worry. Okay. Bip. Yeah, and otherwise that's fine. That was so simple. Me loving to write an onomatopoeia. Because honestly, that ink line for the sound effect I might use anyway. Just add some more lines. I am a leading man, and the lies I weed are. Listen here, Fallout Boy. Quit it. Things I know, though. His glasses would go about here. And I like to place those because they help me build the rest of the face. Not this stupid panel. That's fine. I did put too many hair flanges this time, though. So I can fix that. 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 With this one simple trick. Original characters hate him. Unoriginal characters need not apply. Go to USA where you're welcome. Stay out of the Woolsworth. What am I on right now? A long time ago, can't you blame me? We made plans to meet and you never showed. You kept me waiting. You said everything would work out just fine. They said you'd help me. But as it turned out, that was all a lie. And they're out someplace far away laughing at me. Right, mound of sugar. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad people are keeping score at home. A very long time ago, I crossed some wires in my head, and now most of the alkaline trio discography makes me think of the Action Dam level in Action Quake 2. Such is life. I mean, they're all right. Let's see here. Who else is on this playlist? Just a peek. Ludo, Third Eye Blind, Alkaline Trio, Fallout Boy. That's it. What happened here? That is not as varied as I thought it was going to be. Hmm. I'm going to pollute this playlist with, let's see here. Sing Drive is 3 kilobytes and Sing This is 8 kilobytes. So let's okay, where did it add it? Here. After this song, I will pop that and pollute the playlist. Yeah, I like that description. It's accurate. I like that because it's accurate. Okay, so here's also a fun thing to notice. Here, left shoulder. Here, oh right, I gotta draw the band across. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Wait, I flipped this one. That is my fault. Okay. Gotta work tomorrow? My phone is reminding me? Oh man. When I think of listening to CDs in a middle school library, I think of Story of the Year. And I think also that Conventional? Dashboard Confessional CD, which I believe I borrowed from you. So, there you go. That's a backpack. All right, pull the ripcord. Oh. Okay, it didn't add too much, but now we have some frontal lot, some Watsky, some Dozwan. Okay. Uh, that's the one. I mean, it's that, and I'm okay. Well, bad news. Now I'm throwing these onto the playlist because it's that, and if we're talking about that, we're also talking about brand new, with that Guernica album. Nope. Deja Intendu is the name of that. Add to playlist. Dashboard. Why did it break it? Continue playing. Where were we? That was a good one. All right, well, there we go. I want to take away his double chin there. Again, I started out saying I was been in sort of a depressive slump, which means it's the perfect time to listen to some of this mopey ass music. I One of the playlists in here is just entitled "Sad Boy BOY 2023," so I'm not gonna put that one on. What if I did? I mean, two very old playlists in here are Doctor and Medic, which are were made for depressive episodes. Um, and as Red versus Blue taught us, a doctor heals you, a medic just makes you feel better while you die. Yeah, yeah. Listen, of an era. This one is called Fatally Yours, so you know, the more things strange, the more they change the danger. Backpack straps down here go sort of. Here we go. This is where that bit goes. Good enough. Asking, can't you see? Reminding you to breathe. It's only time before it catches up to you and all. So, I could give him his other hand. Although it is very early comic to leave it disappeared. And you either shoulder forward and it appears over here, or shoulder back and it appears. I'll put a little bit over there. I can just put a hint of hand. All we have left to live for. And that's it, we've had enough. Please turn that fucking radio off. Can't you see? Those sideburns have become a very important character trait. Hey, we're almost up to doing faces on this page. Actually, it might be time to do some erasing. Where's my erasers? This is our biggest fear, the only. The band Rival School, not the Dreamcast game. Yes, I do. Uh, I need to. I need to fix up my music folder because I used to do the thing where I like let iTunes do it. This one? Wait. Uh yeah, okay, I do know that song. Somewhere I got Yoshimi versus the Pink Robots too. I don't know. Tools. I'm like early man in modern crows, learning to use tools. I know this song for sure, so I'm guessing I put it on a playlist at some point. I don't know if I've ever like listened to this album as its own unit of a unit of entertainment. I kind of don't like that phrase, but also I can easily envision it, which is part of why I don't like it. Hey, we were watching Space Ghost, so I can also throw that one Pavement album I have on here as well. Paul Simon, Pearl Jam, Pantera, Pavement. We'll just let that occur. An occurrence of surprise pavement. Yeah. Fixing the pullover, not a. Oh, right. The thing about pullovers is the front pocket. Important iconic feature of pullover hoodies. Would mean I would also have one kind of over here. You know, what I think is really good is like very much of, I don't know if it is of this era, but it is like of the vibe of this era is the soundtrack to nope, not that one. Is the soundtrack to, oh my god, this is on here. All right. Burnout 3 that has an incredible soundtrack. Let me teach you about the government. God, I'm trying to make it. Can't, but I can't get it back. Man, his face. And no one can stop us from making history, making history. Not even the man whose orange tan is a mystery, a mystery. You never know what you're gonna get. Still love every flavor like you got a big plate of Otter Pops. Maybe. And subscribe to us so you can take a long trip on the happiness bus. Okay, time to darken. Oh, there's Fumes. Oh, yeah, buddy boy. Oh, it's been a month. Actually, no. Last month I did not do any panel. No, that's true. The silhouette on page 2 was filled. Gosh, I also got a. Since I was working on a Patreon post earlier, that means the first of the month is coming around, which means I also have to figure out a streaming schedule for next month. Like I having these art streams is good because it is like forcing slash reminding me to work on these rather than just like leaving them on the desk next to me and going like, yeah, I'll get to it at some point. Uh, but they are taking up the slot of my um backlog streams, and I'm kind of missing those. I'm getting into a zone where I need to go do some variety visiting. I mean, I could lay off of the Doom this month, although I do want to go see more Ramp. The person who made the Chavez map was really appreciative that we looked at it and was very interested to see it with facial reactions. They got to see the face journey we went on during that, and they enjoyed that very much. And I'm like, yeah, I enjoyed it too, and I enjoyed that they enjoyed it, and like it's been a good time doing that for a lot of reasons. No. Yes. I miss sand in the concrete floors. I miss the way it was before, when no one even knew me. And your eyes look right through me. Now I'm taking off your clothes, and you bloom like a rose. All right, time to be brave and do faces. tickles up my skin, and I can feel the changing weather. The road along that coast sends memories of your ghost away from you. I can't get away from you. I just wanna, there we go. Cover to the edge of the screen. Oh, deliver me, come to me, and one thing just begun. Shut up. Get it up and deliver me. This is looking pretty good. I'm happy so far. Or I could go the other way. I could just focus on this page for today, and we could get through even the lettering and the digital side of it. And then this page, I don't know, I could save for another day off camera or next month or something. I don't know if anybody has a preference, if you want to see a page finished or more inking. I could be convinced either way right now. Actually, I think I just talked myself into finishing a page rather than starting a second page. So, wee. That'll be about how much energy I have in me. And then I should go have dinner after that. That's what. What's a traveler's return through the panic doors and walking through the airport corridors and welcome back now from foreign shores and I walk alone and the ghost that I carry is yours. Oh, okay. Hey, how do I do eyes? I don't remember. Apparently I don't really. Yeah, okay, apparently I kind of just don't. I can live with that. Uh, good. That's a page. I feel so far from home. Though you stand beside me, I feel alone. I've been built to make a choice. Okay. I'm going to send us to BRB screen while I go use the restroom and get a new drink. And then we'll come back and we will clean this up and throw some shade on it. See you in a minute. Okay, hello. Now is the time when we eat, not eat, scanning. It's time to scan the ding dang dong. Not there. Wish you would remember where I told it to scan to. Maybe, well, maybe that'll be fine. Let's put it here. Here. Okay, don't do it. And give me a big, good picture of it. Ugh. What? No, yeah, okay. There we go. Custom, which is color 300. All right. Music. Hell yeah. There. That I put all of the now playing stuff in kind of uh quickly and recently, so I didn't have all of the layers set up in the most useful matter. We have to wait for the bulb in the scanner to warm up. There it goes. Okay. So, what do we have here? We look at our channels. If we look at blue, blue is mostly gone. So we're going to start with this. We'll take it. We'll flip it. You can see over here, for some reason, when I print it out on blue, it's got a lot of gray in it. It's not pure blue. That's okay. We're going to take this version of it. Let's check our dark spots. Let's set our brightest spots. Let's check our dark spots.
So you want to leave that one and move the other one?
What? What?
You want to leave that first dot and move the other dot?
I'm going to do all of it. You just get all them little ones out of there. Good. Now we look at this one. And I want the frames to be most dark, and then we'll bring this back down to the middle. Maybe make those lines a little bolder. Now that we have, ooh. There. All right. Sounds just like a lot of dust on the thing, or what? Gotta look at it at actual size. Okay. Now we look at it. Yeah. So we still have some of this here. You could get rid of that. It kind of gives you a handmade feeling. Yeah, I'll leave it for now. So we want it inverse like this, because now when we select it, we're selecting all of the white. Now when we come over here and we hide it, and we're going to fill it in with black, and then white underneath it, and there we go. And this is important because now that means these lines are on a transparent layer, and we can just put all of our colors in between them. Why are you like that, swatches? We just want to go, wow, no worries. Okay. But we're not going to do that. We are going to start with, what are we going to start with? I think I need a, we're going to start with the frame border. Sure, that's a word. And I'm going to grab all of these. Ooh, we're not quite straight. Nope. Ugh. Yeah, come on. Let's see here. We do that. And now we select the inverse. Now we fill that with black. Right? Because I made a very silly decision once and decided, yeah, I'm going to do black borders on my comic. Black gutters, which is going to cost me more when it comes to printing a book because that's so much more ink when you think about it. Um, okay. But who remembers? I'm going to mask this, and where do I want to put? I want to grab all of the, I want to grab about that much. Yes, I want to grab about that much. And we will mask that out. And now we have our bust out frame. I want to grab a little bit more, a little bit less. Take out just that. But also not that bit. Because now it makes it feel like a fade. Sometimes stripes feel like fades. I think that's called hash lines. Now I feel like I've done something here. So let me be picky. I want to bring it up, just down. None of that's really better. Actually, just bringing the eyebrow down helps. Actually, I should bring it forward? Yeah, sure. And now we save it as a PDF. Where am I saving these? Aloof. Redraws. And this is 003. Now we're done with Photoshop for a minute. And we can go to Krita. Tablet. Ah, hide that. Hide that. Uh, let's see here. Where did we just go from here? Comics, Aloof, Redraws 3. Nice part about Krita is that it can read and save PDFs. Nope, not PDFs, PSDs. There we go. And I'm going to address this a little bit. Did Krita update when I wasn't looking? I just want to fix a couple of things. Smooth things out a little bit. Some of these spots where the marker got a little, didn't get totally picked up. We'll fill in some more of that. I think there's some dust in the scanner that I have to erase out like every time. Yeah, let's get rid of that. This was some whiteout smudging. Let's add more of this. It's all right. I think that's going to do it for now. What do we need? What am I doing here? I need to pick a color is what I need to do. Because I do a single shade pass, but it's also not really shade. It's just more like a contrast pass. It's going to go under the line. It's going to go in there. And we're outside. It's kind of a nice day. Maybe it's just like a nice bluish. Ooh, there's a spot in there I definitely missed. Like, right here really needs some help. I wanna, yeah. I think I can live with that. Woo! What is this? Get out of here. All right. As I was saying, very roughly paint this in. I want to give him a filled-in shirt. No. I do want to fill in the bag, though. Just really help it sort of stand out. See, I look at this. Maybe I want to. I don't think I want to fill in the ground. I could maybe just do it, use a little bit of shadow on the ground, right? Okay. I think I'll fill in his backpack as well. I think I usually like to color in the hair bands here. Yeah, a little black box, right? Or would it be silver? Because silver would be lighter then, right? I do feel like I should do like a fill in the backgrounds like this, you know what I mean? Maybe not like that though. Maybe just like a little, just almost like a I don't know, quite like that either. Ugh. I mean, I could do it more as a shade, but I try not to do that. Actually, not his bag. The straps for sure. Maybe the thing on it. Yeah. Maybe the button itself? Is it the blue that's throwing me off? Is the blue bad? Like I could fill in up here. That doesn't look great either. I filled in down here. Right? It doesn't work with the blue because then it looks like ocean. I mean, I could leave it very open. That doesn't feel. I mean, it's not going to be totally open because we are going to have, um, we're going to have word bubbles in here filling up a lot of the empty space. Also, this is going to have a lot of whoosh to it, you know? Hmm. Just sit back and look at it. Does it look like it needs? See, I want to say it feels like I need a middle ground like gray just to break the the floor from the sky. Hi, Mander. I'm stuck on how to apply color on this page. Here, that banner too. Like honestly, I think using it as the details for the bags and stuff is adding a nice bit of color around a page. Yay, now there's 4 Kirby's. Like I think I keep looking at it because like I'm looking at this one, right? And I feel like we need shade up here to break his face from the background, right? Whoops. Yeah, maybe if it goes to like down there, right? And that's not the worst idea. And this also now establishes that like this sky is going to be our colored in. That's going to do us a bit like this. I feel like it's going to add a little bit up here. No, it needs to be like for sure above his head. Buongiorno, good day. Oh, and I usually color the eyes with the color because then that's... No, wait, do I? I could give it a bit of this. That would make the eyes pop. No, that makes the eyes disappear into the background now. Or do I just fill it in? I gotta look at my comic again. How do I do this? No, I've just been leaving them open. Okay. Sure. All right. Who's for a free shave? Oh, right here. This is what I needed to fix. Do this, do this, do this here. Tweet. I think I wanted to fill in the mouth as well. Now that I'm over here looking at things. Definitely gotta fill that in. Leave a bit for the tongue. It's gonna be down here. Take a panache. If I say this song is making me want pizza, does that make me racist? To be fair, I already wanted pizza. It's just this song is exacerbating the situation. There's a $18 word for you. Okay, I think I'm pretty okay with this. I'm not entirely sure about the blue here. Well, no, I know why, because the portal is not going to be the shade color because it's going to be green as it was in the original comic. Kind of this. So now that I do that, now applying this to more of these panels is not as distracting. I have no more music. It's just decided to end? No. It's the I'm going to do more with that portal, but this is right around here. Okay. I think that blue might be wrong. Like it's too saturated. It is too contrasty. It's not bright enough. Because if we do something like that now, the green of the portal shines even more, right? Yeah, I think I can work with that. A very like more powder than sky blue, right? Right. All right, let's get in here and clean this up. If I need to, I can give him sort of a blue outline or a clear outline. Trouble don't wanna yo me gun gun down your mama. We be for fun kill a llama, do donkey zebra piranha, may ride your giraffe up on top and go to harder matata. Who want a piece of the guy who cut the horse made of the swatter? Come gotta shoot you in the morning, get your blood on my eggs. Shoot you in the hands, head, face, chest, neck, legs. At Christmas Hana Quanaka him hide under the tree. Jump on me gunning down your fat family. You wanna spell a good time to me? It's MURDERNONSTOP. You don't wanna be. Wow, the captions tried so hard to keep up with all that. God bless. Mickey, you in a nowhere. Mickey, you all alone. Mickey, you in the face for my nuclear throne. Have your face in a photo in high school when you were alive. That's all I have, and I can't remember. Was myself then, and it doesn't help. Still, I look to you as a friend to tell me who we are now, who we are, who we are now, who we are. Where does time go now? On a wake for young souls. Tell me who we are now, who we are. And like a lullaby you sing, oh, ooh, Oh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. The record for this is going to be really interesting because it's just going to be me trying to sing under my breath and failing against a background of silence. Again, if all of the buttons I pushed worked correctly. I think I already have to pull down the VOD, but I'll worry about that later. I mean, at the very least, I did that on purpose, but theoretically, I understand how I could set it up so that I could be playing, royalty free, public domain, whatever music for the VOD specifically. But I actually feel like that would be worse because then I am singing to songs that would not be appearing there. I think it's better, less Listen, I don't blame anybody if these art streams never get watched or listened to. They serve their purpose by being done live stream. I just archive them because I have demons in my brain and I have to. They're not demons; they're just annoying roommates. I've been trying to think. What is the opposite of a Jiminy Cricket? That's a question. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm still out here. I would love to do a night where we just have like a karaoke party on a stream, or honestly, not on a stream. But I mean, I had to do that. That's actually still one of my favorite things I've edited is uh the archive version of the Extra Life where I did Twitch Sings, which was right before they shut it down, which that might have been 2020. I think they shut it down in 2021. Um, because I did the DMCA free version, which was spoken word recitation of the lyrics I added to the upper corner. And it was so much work, and I still love the bit. I ain't mad at it. It's so funny. I want to put this in here to darken the mouth. Nah, that looks weird. The black is enough to darken the mouth. Karaoke's so fun. There's one place around here that does karaoke. It's around one, and I've only been to karaoke twice, and it is the lesser experience of those two, but it's still there. It's an option. And since Twitch Sings is gone, a non like paid service is hard to come by unless you don't mind just singing over YouTube videos, which there's worse ways to be. I'm sleeping with myself. I'm tired. All these drinks and drugs no longer help. I'm tired about nothing, me and you. Maybe my friend Peter can tell me what to do. So he sings about my friend Peter, and I don't know which Peter he's talking about. For some reason, my first thought is Simon Peter from the New Testament. Um, he was one of the disciples. Don't worry about it. I don't remember which one he is. Um, he was either one of the fishers or one of the pharmacists, because my remembrance is like they were all one of those. Um, and I don't think it's that. Like if it was my friend James, then you could be talking about like Jim Beam, and making a reference to alcohol. It's just like, yeah, I'm hanging out with my friend Captain Morgan and James Beam, but I don't think it's that either. So to try and combine us together, I'm like, is he hanging out with his friend Saltpeter? Is he making fuses or something, or smoke bombs? Which I would love to have a context like that to a song like that, because it's just like, okay, you have a plan here. Flashlight rings are just plain beautiful. In space, all I think about. See, now what if I just a little, just add some clouds up here. I need to do that just for my own satisfaction's not the right word. I just need to put something up there so my brain shuts up. That's not satisfaction. Gratification. No. So this comes up when I'm talking about like when I am in the situation where I need to talk about like uh uh behavior pattern reinforcements, like taking away something which is a pressure or a stress is not the same as an added reward. um there's a long way to go with that, and it's a conversation that ends up having a lot to do with bad parenting, but uh yeah, it does. Like it's that kind of thing that I'm talking about here. Like I need to put a cloud up here, not because it makes me feel good, but because it makes me stop feeling bad, and those are distinct. It's also kind of like why having a day off from work is different from having a day where you can relax. Very different. Oh, damn, you got dumplings. I want dumplings. See, I was thinking about like, because normally the stream is over at 9, and I'm going to push past 9 tonight just because I'm not going to get this page done by then, but I'm going to finish this page. But like I was saying, um, I have a whole second page that I haven't even gotten to today. Um, not how that works. That's a different conversation. I have a undergrad degree in psychology. I seem to forget that a lot, even though it comes up all the time. Um, I'm an expert and a reverend. I like that part too. I should get the collar. I shouldn't get the collar. I could get a collar. That's a different. Okay. Anyway, um, so somebody posted a picture of the fursuit they wore to the con yesterday, and that had the hugest. All right, don't worry about it. Um, Did you stop again? No. Oh, right. This is the track that has the secret track. There it is. Um, the thing that my therapist told me to do is like, don't just let myself not work, but remember to like give myself a little treat. Um, so like one day it was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna bake cookies because it is something like you have not you have to put energy into yourself to take care of yourself, you know? Um, it's important for health. Um, uh, remind me later. I can send you a link to the fursuit. Uh, 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 uh. But yeah, like, dude, like giving yourself a treat is good. It's not what. I think that was just something I wanted to mention. I don't think it was actually like connected to a further thought. Um, but yeah, I don't. Oh right, I was kind of talking about streaming. Uh, kind of. And there's land. We'll row the boat and leave it on the other shore. Um, like streaming that much to keep your brain quiet is like I don't know. That kind of just doesn't work for me anyway because like I'm here, I'm hanging out, I'm doing whatever, but like I'm in front of a camera. I'm on right now. Uh and that's just like more exhausting and that honestly just makes my brain the more exhausted my brain is, the worse the thoughts are once I am out. So you have to do the thing where it's like no, we're gonna like you don't have to charge right into confronting bad thoughts. Especially not alone. If that's something at some point people need to do that, I think, and it's something you can do assisted. That's anyway different. That's a different conversation. Also, too many different conversations. Um, but it's like you have to like if you're doing a thing where you are distracting yourself by putting energy into things that are caring for yourself, that's good. Like what if you Joe bought a sparkly for her Kirby. Okay. Um uh like I don't know, redecorating your room or something. Art is self-care. That's true. I mean, the right kind of art, like working on commissions is not self-care, but like, doing vent art is self-care. Writing stories as a process for working through emotions and, processing them and coming to understanding yourself. That's definitely good. Well, listen, it's getting better. I mean, that's the thing that makes me feel bad too, right? Like for me, even hanging out with people is definitely like it is fun, but it is a another exhausting activity. Like I wish I could relax and treat myself by hanging out with friends, but nope, brain don't work that way. All right. Actually, the thing that often works for me is like listening to listening to music that makes me sing is actually a very like cathartic. I think we're talking around the idea of catharsis here. I've never really understood catharsis. Um, but like I don't know when like I have fun singing because it is basically even before there was Rock Band, singing a song is pattern execution just with vocal cords instead of fingers. Um and like being able to keep rhythm and remember phrases and all of that is a task that demands attention. Um at least I don't know, maybe some singers can do it very muscle memory wise, but I can't. I don't do it enough for that. But like that makes it something where it's just like, okay, this is let's spend energy, let's have fun, and also let's not think. Um, and then you add on top of that, you can add songs that do the same thing that can either distract you from your mind state or uh, mirror your mind state and help you process. You know. Okay, but that could be an insult depending on which musical, I guess. Uh, how's this looking? Is this okay so far? This is fine so far. Like that's the thing. I the music we're listening to right now, I pick some music that is, you know, music, um, because when I really need to like engage my brain, I tend to go for things that are close and like one artist I like is Watsky because like he like the way he looks at it, he considers himself like a beat poet. It is about, you know, recitation of words with a specific meter, with specific like you know, if you think about DDR and how certain steps go together, whether it's a gallop, whether it's spins, like there are certain like certain patterns cause certain movements that can either flow against each other or create a challenge because they're juxtaposed weirdly. And he kind of does that with words and phrases. Putting a beat to it is simply, you know, something to help sell it, I guess. Um, but that's what I really enjoy singing. And like, I will go for stuff that is more like all the auto tune, the new stuff. Like, okay, that was not originally sung. You turned it into, you know, something that speeds up and slows down to match a beat and is often, you know, rough. I still remember kind of vividly when I was very young. I was riding the subway with my mom, and I had my headphones on, and I was just sort of singing along, and my mom had to like elbow me and be like, "Hey, we're in public. Stop singing out loud. You have the headphones to not bother people." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm bothering people." Um, wow, that took a long time for a rat to leave. Okay, I think something's up with my captions. It's not going right. Okay. Oh, Joe tells me that all the time, and I have to tell her, no, this is my inside voice. Oh, it's always worse because, like, whenever we, you know, since we're both night owls, whenever we, like, sit down and catch up and, like, have our like small talk to catch up with each other, it's always at like 3 a.m. And so then if I start talking about something that was fun that I want to share with her, she's got to be like, okay, that is good, but also it's 3 in the morning, everybody's sleeping. And I'm like, I do know that. I mean, gosh, that was a Will Ferrell SNL bit, wasn't it? The guy who can't modulate the volume of his own voice. Right, Joe?
What?
I'm loud, huh?
Sometimes.
Again, I'm going to blame it on being born in Brooklyn. I love to blame things on being born in Brooklyn. Okay, is it okay? Is it a Philly thing to call everything a Jean? Because since we've been playing, well, since Joe's been playing Dragon's Dogma, and now I've started playing Dragon's Dogma again, I just every time I look over at Rook and I see the picture of the anime with the butterfly, but it's the version where he's got the snapback and the 40, and he just goes, "Is this a Jean?" But is this a pawn? Because my brain. Great question. Oh, Joe, you know what it is, right?
What?
The pronouns on the chat boxes. You go to like, it's not pronouns.me.
No.
Joe's gonna drop it into chat. It's a separate site that a lot of the chat overlays hook into.
Alejo.eu.
Yeah, I was not going to be able to say that in a helpful way. I mean, it's oh nope, wrong layer. We're not doing the green right now. You know what? We're not doing the green right now. Hide it. Um, but yeah, like I guess they just have a that site just hosts a database, and then people who are making the chat overlays can just like hook into it, and so whatever channel you're on, whatever overlay you're using, it can just be like, oh yes, I recognize this Twitch user. I'll put this by their thing. You know what? It might have to do with mine. So let me refresh the chat bubbles. There you go. Try that. Boom. There you go. I'm a freaking genius. Also a wind bag, but it can be both. Not mutually exclusive. Um. Well, yeah, you were just talking about how much you're streaming, spending a lot of energy distracting yourself. Okay, how do we spend energy on sleeping? Is that anything? I don't think that's anything. I think I'm just saying words. Um, do I want to put blue behind the green, or do I want it? I want to leave it on the white. No, I do because it'll. I just want to keep it like consistent. But yeah, I guess the other idea of when the therapist told me, hey, don't just give yourself a break, but spend energy doing something nice for yourself. She was just like, yeah, so what do you do when you want to have fun or do something nice for yourself? And I just came to a dead silence, and I was just like, oh no. Oh man. Jeez, Rick. Um, and God, what was it even in relation to? But to say like, especially with children, don't use food as a reward punishment mechanism because absolutely that's how you cause eating disorders. I thought there was like another reason, like a more, you know, fiddly technical reason. Man, I'm not remembering anything though, so I'm correctly remembering don't do it. I don't remember anything else. I'm gonna do that. Uh See, I kind of don't like that now because I made it look like it is like leaning into the other one. Did I make it Shift M? No. What is that? Whoa, that's a weird color picker. Okay. No, I just want a freaking rectangle selection. Transform, because now I can just kind of twist it, make it lower. I just want to kind of make sure that we break that connection line. Orb. Oh, what was it? At some point, I looked up what the geographical feature a sound is. I forget exactly what it is. It's like when I don't think it was where like two rivers meet. I think it was like when an ocean like breaks the shoreline and becomes a river or something. I only bring it up because so many emo bands like to talk about hanging out by the sound or whatever. Bam, 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 bam. Me talking to a calzone. I'm good. I'm not good. I'm all right. Whoa, too big. Yeah, just fill that in. Okay, so I have that now. Oh, you know what? I'm a doof. Let's hide this for a second. I want to take all of the lines for the portal. I want to I just want to put them on a different layer. So yeah, why did I work so hard on this? That's not how I'm doing it. Oh well. Beating chambers. Wu-Tang. We do that. Now we turn that on. The reason we want it separate is because I want this to be breaking. I want it to be breaking the panel? No, because it's the way that I have it there. At one point I was thinking to almost like have this like another pop-out panel, like the top right one, but then I decided no, let's do it like this. I should clear that out now. All right, let's work with this now. But yes, I want to what there we go. To make the portal seem even more like otherworldly and comic breaking, the lines of it will not really be lines. And kind of fuzz it up too. And now we're going to do this. Let's hide that for a minute. I think I'm going to do the same here where we are going to and then we'll do this and we'll fuzz it up. And what the hell is this? Rival schools. Okay. I'm going to have to change this green because I believe I picked the blue after I've set this green. It's fine. It's fine. Duolingo is telling me to go practice music or Japanese. So I had an idea about the next Highway Book Club book. Because I was reminded of the existence of the Count of Monte Cristo. And I feel like I've seen adaptations of it far more recently than I've read the original. So that might be fun to go back to. And then free on Epic was a game about the car rally racing. And driving across a desert listening to Count of Monte Cristo, that sounds like a way to spend your time. Dance, dance. Falling apart to have time. Dance, dance. These are the lives you'd love to lead. Dance, this is the way they love. If they knew misery loved me. You only fold just before you're found out. Drink up, it's last call, last resort, but only the first mistake. And I'm 2/4 and a heart down, and I don't want to forget how your voice sounds. These words are all I have, so I write them. So you need them just to get by. Why don't you show me a little bit of spark you'd been saving for his mattress, love? Dance, dance, we're falling apart to have time. Dance, dance. These are the lives you'd love to lead. Dance, this is the way they love. Knew how misery loved me. Why don't you show me a little bit of spark you'd been saving for his mattress? I only want sympathy in the form of you crawling into bed with me. There we go. That's sort of a vibe. Can make it darker. I kind of like the idea of it being lighter, actually. So let's bring this down. Right, because light lines tend to suggest like energy. Um, and we could just do just like that. Electrotransparency, give me the airbrush. Dance, 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 dance. If you ever find a way to forgive me, if you ever find a way, put this song to rest because I'm hanging from your dress now like a little boy. And all that you wanted, all that you wanted was a good man. Alright, right in the middle of another big fight. Boom, back another one tonight. Got some memories of when we bleed each other from the veins. And if you ever find a way to make this interesting, and if you ever find a way to put this integrating into pieces that I was, that you destroyed, and all that you wanted, all that you wanted was a good man. Alright. Right in the middle of another big fight. Come on, baby, it's getting light out. Why do you always find me in the places where I'm coming down? And how do you do it when I'm overwhelmed by a violet sky? We fly, you were TKO'd at 66,000 miles an hour. Goes by when we kiss, and only now do I feel your mouth like an ache you never knew. And it was right in front of you. Oh, how do you do it? Boots in the soil untangle. Releasing in sweet summer oil. Still I recoil like mace. In all those little moments I pushed you away that I can't erase. Every moment overflows with power. 66,000 miles an hour. And if you ever find a way to forgive me, and if I ever find a way to put this song to rest because I'm hanging on your dress now like a little boy, and all that you wanted, All that you wanted was a good man. All right. And all that you wanted was a good man. Was a good man. 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 A good man. There you go, like that. I think that looks okay. But I decided we're going to go back and, you know what? I'll leave that bit. This, we're on the wrong layer. Add that, remove this. Having this little nubbin be dark, I think also works. Means we can reverse these. And I'm going to call that good on the shading. Real quick, though. I duplicate this. Does that do anything to help darken the lines? Not really. Alright, forget that then. Oh, oh right, because that wasn't the lines. What am I talking about? Hate that one. Yeah. But it made the edges all crunchy. What if I just did one duplicate? Nah, I'll leave it as is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, save here. Leave Krita. Go back to Photoshop. Now reload that page. Get rid of the tablet. No, that's fine. You use this? No. You use this. There we go. They agree on file types and a lot of things, but there is a couple of features of a PSD file that Photoshop and Krita disagree on, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, we're going to hide this for a minute. We are going to mask out some of my lines, specifically this text at the top and these sound effects. Wind up at the lost and found, and the colors all turned to gray. But wait a minute, and I'm coming back from a down day. Colorize, the city plays a double feature today. Life is long, and some of it's wrong, but I want to know what's going on, and there's another lie. Different buttons, different shortcuts. All right, so flip, inverse, mask. Okay. Now, what are the speech bubbles for this page? Great question. Next question. Open up a PSD of the previous one, and we're going to steal some words. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to line this up here. Yeah. As time goes by, you realize that I'm alright. Nothing remains the same. Life goes back again. All caught up in what you say makes me pass the time. before it slips away. And I'll have to do something with the attribution on the right hand side, but it's fine for now. The Golden Gate is like my diving board. I would like. Let's take the click. And we're going to flip its color. And one is going to live there, one is going to live here. This one is going to be bip. Because bip, the sound effect, makes me laugh. And this, okay. What? I gave it an onomatopoeia. Oh, I didn't finish. I missed that. That'll be easy enough to fix. VHWOOORP. Warp? Do we like warp? Maybe not cap V. And let's blow it out even more. Yeah. Oh, let's blow it out even more. Let's make it an arc. There we go. Really blow it out. Yeah. Oh, it's choking on getting everything going. This can live on top of it. There we go. Maybe let's blow it out a little less. What if we... Just fill the panel? Yeah, all right. And give it a white stroke. Zorch. Zorching is what you do to the enemies in Chex Quest and Chex Quest HD. You use your Zorcher to Zorch them and send them back to where they came from. Not kill them. You just send them home. Violently send them home. Just, I'm gonna Zorch the shit out of you. Ah. Nope. See, this is how I can tell I'm getting close to having to stop anyway, because now I'm getting antsy and I'm not going to be able to let music simply play. This is what it sounds like in my head most of the time, too. It just... I can't remember the time or place or what you were wearing. It's unclear about how we met. All I know, it was the best conversation that I've ever had. I've been searching up and down this coast, overlooking what I need the most. Did you know? None of those look right to me. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
How do you spell Russell?
Rustle.
One S?
One S.
It doesn't look right.
That's
Okay. A coincidence that you look like her from afar. Just a little. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, give it a fat ass. Did you notice I was afraid? I thought I'd run out. So I wanted to hang over this end. I wanted to hang over this end. Do I make it a Russell Russell? I can make it a Russell Russell. Oh, we can. Let's just crank those closer together. Yeah. And you got to do your lettering from out here to check for size because who knows who's reading on a phone. Yeah, I don't want it overhanging the lower panel because it's not part of that. Just save it there just to make sure. I didn't put words in this one. There we go. I was driving yesterday and I looked at the U-Haul truck that was in the lane next to me at the intersection at the traffic light. And the U-Haul truck uses the Dom Casual font, which is the font that I use for my lettering in these comics. And a part of me died, I think. Hang on, I gotta move the bip. Oh, the kitty's doing flippies. The kitty wants attention. Or maybe cookies. There's a cat. Yeah, it's a good font, Brent. No, I don't. Here. Let's use this one. I think you'll be going up there. And my bubble layer is in this file. That's why I can't find it. It's going to be that one, right? Yeah. So I'll just leave it there and I'll actually put them in later, but now I have all of the now I have the style copied and whatnot. So we can close this. Let's hide that. Okay. Now, do I want to change, like I probably want to change the tone of this, right? Because I've developed their I've developed a better understanding of their personality since I originally did this. I probably don't need the Willet to start. I'm going to start with these. I'll type them in. Uh, Yeah, I don't think Zach is the kind to say furthermore. If I'm being honest. I can barely read that. Can you? Okay. Um can't tell me what to do, song. I've got a new kind of sexy. I'm working on a recipe for rich and exotic combinations of some fresh. It's all justice, no justice now. But they get overcrowded and I bust them loud. I'm like, pop, pop. I'm a bad man. It's all right. So now we have the words I want. I think. Uh, yucky. Well, yeah, really blow it out. I got a couple regrettable tattoos, but you can't see them when I wear my black suit. Four striped Adidas, but that shit look real. It helps if I. Did I delete the bubble layer? Why would you let me do that? There. All right, let's try this again. uh, no, decided to is more. Because for the way that I draw everything, I need to do very vertical bubbles, but whenever I'm laying out the words, I don't do it very vertically. There you go. That's a start. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was right. Yeah, but if I do that, we're going to be late again. Well, now the again could be in a separate bubble. Maybe I do it this way. Right? And then again. Let's separate this as well. Now he's talking there. Then this one goes here. Gets out of the way of that. Gets cut off by the sound effect. And then this one should be. Let's give it a little. Not that. Not that. I do just want to give it a bit of that. See, I would go that way because it's coming out of him. Yeah, I would go that way because it's coming out of him. I don't want to tilt it a lot, just enough to really make it, like, blasting. Okay, back to bubbles. But part of this is as I encapsulate each bubble, I need to be making sure that it also fits with plenty of space between the bubbles, right? So like you look at this and now maybe like here. Oops. Oh, fine. Did I spell again right? That's also now looking wrong to me. Again. I'll put it like right here. Right? Because now we know that the bubbles are going to line up. That's when we now move the words back into the bubbles. Maybe if I change it to now, where, and then going to be late is one. Yeah, that's okay. I can. I'm guessing this is more rival schools. No, this is. Oh, Sockline Trio. I don't listen to this album that often. Right there. And I've been doing this comic stuff for a long time, huh? Just when I'm looking at this and going like, yeah, I have my ways about doing these things. I'm gonna make it bend and break. Say a prayer, but let the good times roll. In case God doesn't show. And I want these words to make things right, but it's the wrongs that make the words come to lies. I need it to like overlap. Maybe that'll be good. Turns out I do want to stroke it. Don't clip that. Or do. I'm not your dad. Oh, Photoshop does not like how big these are. Do I still have the other one open? No. All right, well, we're almost done, buddy. Hang in there. You're doing so good. You're a champ right now. You want ice cream? Huh? I don't want ice cream. I want real dinner. Oh. Wonder if we still have those pot stickers in the freezer. Hey, shift. Whoa. That's fine. That means I'm creating a relaxing atmosphere. That's what I'm going for. I take that as evidence of success. That one's off a little. Up there. Okay. Line you up. You're already pretty well lined up. Now that all of that looks fine. Let's just connect these all up. You know what? We'll leave you in there. You'll connect those. Then I'll bring you out here. Just put it back. Okay. Hit the wrong button. And this is going to be here. There. Fill it. I want to blow that out more. There you go. Better. Just like that. Then, yeah, I guess. Like that. Do it all blind. Let the program catch up to me. I would like these to move over a little. Okay. Now we take away this. I'm going to mask this layer to just this. And what's happening right there? How do we feel about that? Not great. I need to fix this bit of blue. Which I will do lazily. Let me tell you about my favorite laziness, the polygonal lasso tool. Like, listen, this bit is under a bubble. We have established that as fact. Why am I being so careful with it? Ugh. Okay. You give me this, and then we do fill, and select the inverse, and then junction it to just here. I did that wrong because it can't handle it. And now clear that. And there we go. Cleaned up. Turn this back on. Save it for sure. And now, no, that's killing me. I gotta stretch it under there a little bit. No. Nope. That one. There we go. I'm going to save a copy as a PNG. And there we go. We're going to call that done for this evening. This line is a weird Photoshop artifact. Uh, could print it out if I wanted to be weird, but no. But let's bring this up. So again, um this is our new revision of it, and we're going to compare it to this original version. So, old, new, old, new. It's an improvement. The pave party guy who pages him back when the number is at. They let the phone ring till party guy picks it up and says, "Behind Burger King." Make another run. They're fake. Says they're 21. They're not sure if they got enough. Should they go buy more stuff? Sorry, this song is fun. Okay. Hey everybody. Thank you for. Why'd I put the headphones on? I stopped the music. Thank you for hanging out with me on an extra long. According to this, has been 4 hours. Okay, so not much longer than usual. I started off exhausted. That's part of it. Thank you for hanging out on this stream. Watch me get more art done. House cleaning. This is what we're calling a Monday stream this month. Next week, I haven't decided what next week is going to be. Thank you. I'm so glad. I enjoy making second screen background content. That's kind of my niche at this point. Next week on Wednesday, I don't know what we're doing yet at this rate. I might actually start next month with doing one travelogue because it's been really fun doing ramp and I want to do more. But before that even happens, remember you can go join producer Joe over on her channel. Out that one. She's going to be doing Pathfinder on Monday and Dragon's Dogma on Tuesday. I'll be joining for that. And then we'll be back around to Wednesday and we'll be over here doing something. Hey, if you want to get that's right. She just made affiliate after yesterday's stream, so that's fantastic. Yesterday? Whenever that was. Yeah, yesterday. That was Tuesday. If you want to know when we're going live and when other things happen, like when we put videos up on our respective YouTube channels, go over and join our Discord. The link is now in the chat, or there's a QR code on the end screen. We can chat and hang out over there, but mainly it is set up to have notifications about everything we do. I mentioned the YouTube channel. That's right. We have YouTube channels because we have pretty much everything we stream gets archived up to the YouTube channels, but also things that we don't have. Things that don't get streamed go up to the YouTube channels. For example, yesterday I just finished recording the next long play series, which technically I haven't announced yet. You'll find out on the 1st. That'll be in the Patreon post. Hey, speaking of that Patreon post, it's because we have a Patreon. If you like what we do, if you want to help us make more of it and hopefully turn this into get this closer to being self-sustaining, that would be great. I would love to do this full time. If you haven't, please consider joining. If not, you can at least, join at the free tier, and nothing is behind the paywall. But I put updates every month there talking about the stuff I've been working on, whether that is a product that goes up public, or if it's just I'm going to be writing for the post going up on the 1st. I'm going to be talking about some of this binder organization that I've been doing. So I don't know, look at that. That's going to do it. Thank you for hanging out. I had a good time. I hope you too. And until next time I see you, take care of one another. Have a good night, everybody.